you so much. And talking about mathematics and phobia of maths, so I would just like to share that, like Minu said, the phobia begins from when they are in class one. Like the parents say, or the teachers, or in the environment, and maths is so difficult. Even when people come to know that I'm a maths teacher, oh maths teacher, oh as though मतलब पता नहीं क्या मतलब प्रधानमंत्री हो गई हूँ या क्या, oh maths teacher, अरे maths was so difficult, or maths is so difficult, and the children listening to it, so that phobia begins from there, right from class one. Then that fear of mathematics becomes that they start disliking the subject. They dislike the subject, then they evade the subject, try to do away with mathematics. Mathematics period mein they are drawing something on their notebooks, they evade it. Then because they evade mathematics, they do not do very well. Performance goes down. Performance, so it is a vicious circle. Fear, then their dislike for the subject, evading the subject, poor performance, then it is the cycle goes on. So how to improve? Ma'am has spoken about it. And what I would like to tell you, I've been in teaching mathematics for the last 40 years now. Started in Allahabad, St. Joseph's, then 32 years I taught there, then in Delhi, Mount St. Mary's, and now in DPS post-retirement, like I was telling you. The passion, I didn't want to become a maths teacher, but like you said, just got married, and then the only thing was to become big with doing my MSc in mathematics, that you become a maths teacher. St. Joseph's wanted a teacher, and I just entered, and then it became history. And once I became a teacher, maths teacher, I had the passion for teaching maths and tried to improve on myself on a day-to-day basis. So the first thing for a maths teacher is, if the maths teachers are listening, you should walk into the classroom with the pleasing personality, with a smile on your face, so that the children do not feel scared. So to love a subject, you have to love the teacher. And mathematics being such a difficult subject, you really have to love the teacher. And I wrote books for Scholastic for 6, 7, 8 grade. And my workshop was, I love mathematics. And to love mathematics, you have to love the teacher. That is very, very important. And so many times, right from the junior classes, they start hating maths because of the teacher. Actually, I didn't get a good teacher, so the concepts were not clear. And this happens in DPS. So many said, ma'am, you become so old. They're actually saying you become old, but we can still see the passion of teaching in you. Yes, even if I'm unwell, I have that passion. So you have to get that phobia out by coming down to the level of the students. You may be brilliant in maths, but if you cannot come down to their level, because I teach 11th and 12th, I'm saying to their level, encourage whatever they do. That is very, very important. Like I said just now, I corrected a paper. The child is weak in mathematics, not even getting 40%. But his presentation was so good. So I've written that, Raghav, you've done really well, very neat paper. Now just practice a little more so that you can get a good percentage. So every time the teacher has to encourage the student, even if the child has done a little improvement. That is very important. So to be a mathematics teacher, and the most important thing, the quality of a maths teacher is what? Patience. You have to have tremendous patience to guide an average student. A brilliant student can learn anywhere, learn himself, herself. But the challenge is to take an average student to that height. That is the biggest challenge of a maths teacher. And so, in a nutshell, to love the subject, to get over the subject of phobia, and you have to talk to parents. I think we should have workshops for parents. that you should do. For parents, that they put this fear of mathematics right from the beginning. And for class 1, you should not send your child to a coaching center. You or your wife, I'm sure at class 1 level, you interact with the child. Let the child do. Mathematics is, by doing, and the child has to do it himself or herself. That is so very important. We do it on the blackboard in the classroom. They go to the coaching center. The teacher over there is doing it. There's no time for self-study. And then they are reading maths. They just read maths. Okay, ye to ma'am ne kara diya. We can just read it and we know. But learning, it is actually practice, just as you practice for any game. And you have to tell them at every point of time, especially in the primary section or the middle section, that maths is fun, maths is magic, maths is everywhere. There is not, like we said, there's not a subject, not whether you take geography, biology, history, dates are all mathematics. Everything is mathematics. So the most important subject in the world is mathematics.